Today we're going to be building a gaming PC for one of my friends. I had some extra parts from a previous computer that I just couldn't get to sell online, so instead of reselling those parts on eBay or Java, I decided to put them into a build for my friend because it's the holiday season. So to start off our build, we have the Ryzen 5 5600G. I got it out of one of my old computers that I was using. When I got it, it cost me $110, and that was a couple years ago, but you can probably find them cheaper nowadays on like AliExpress and stuff, around $80 or so with shipping. And we're going to be pairing that with a PowerColor RX 6600. I had a hard time selling this on Marketplace, and so I'm going to be putting it in this build. I got it on eBay for $144 including shipping, which I think is a good price. I was able to strip it down and spray paint it white, so it's going to match the rest of our build. We also decided to go with the NZXT H5 Flow in white for the build because we're going to go for kind of a white aesthetic. I was able to pick this one up on Amazon for $76.11. I've been seeing the price fluctuate, so sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. For the power supply, I picked up an EVGA 750BQ. I got this in a lot on eBay a little while ago. It had a Corsair HX1000 with it. It costed $62.38 for both of them. I put them both on power supply testers. I had to fix the fan on this EVGA unit because it was rattling around. I opened up the power supply to replace the fan. I would never recommend doing that because it can be very dangerous. Now for our motherboard, I got this MSI B450 Bazooka Wi-Fi. It costed me $91.60 on eBay, including shipping. It's a little bit more expensive than I would have liked to pay for it, but it's already got Wi-Fi, which is a plus. I also got this T-Force Delta RAM DDR4 at 32 gigabytes, clocked at 3200 megahertz. I had an old Munchkin Tempest 1TB NVMe PCIe Gen 3, which I got for $54 on eBay. He also had some of his own storage drives from his old computer, so 1TB should be fine for now. Now for our cooler, I went with a brand new Thermalright Assassin King. I picked this one up on Amazon for $21.72. I got this version because it matches with our other fans that we're going to be using, and it has the infinity mirror on it. And to wrap the build up, we have some white cable extensions and a white GPU sag bracket. I got both of them off AliExpress for $12.31. Now, cable extensions are not necessary, but I would always recommend looking for a GPU sag bracket if you do not have one. So we're going to do our test boot here. Let's see if this thing kicks on. Yes! Now for our benchmarks, we decided to go with Rise of the Tomb Raiders benchmark on DirectX 12 with all of the highest settings, and we were able to average around 120 FPS with highs of around 170 to 200. Next, we tried the Red Dead Redemption 2 benchmark. We ran it with all of the settings on high and AMD FSR 2.1 enabled. We were able to average about 95 FPS with 130 as our high and a 23% FPS, 1% low, which I don't think is too bad. And lastly, for Warzone, we ran it in performance mode. My gameplay isn't the best, but we were able to average around 96 to 100 FPS, with highs of around 110.
Enemy moving. Be advised, your squad mate is down. They'll need to survive to redeploy. Squad mates in the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy. Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy counter UAV inbound. Your squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying now. Squad mate has been cleared for redeployment.
Now for our Steel Nomad score, it came out to 1505 on DirectX 12. Lastly, this build has a wonderful upgrade path. With it being on the AM4 platform, you'll be able to support some of the Ryzen 7000 series chips like the Ryzen 7 5800X3D. And with a 750 watt power supply, you'll be able to upgrade your GPU without having to worry about upgrading your power supply as well. And here are some of our final photos for the build. We'll have a breakdown on screen for you if you want to try and recreate it. It costed me $630.48. You could definitely recreate this build for under $600 in my opinion, because some of the parts I bought were more expensive when I got them. I will have everything I used in this build linked down below, as well as all of the tools I use. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more content out of me. See you next time.